What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. And what I want to do here is start on the monthly time frame, then we'll go to the weekly and the daily. I want to get you guys the big picture view here of Bitcoin. You guys, we're going to potentially close below an area that I didn't want to close below here, and this is going to be on the monthly time frame. So this is going to be our 12-month simple moving average, and that's going to be in green. If you go back even to 2017, this little bull market here, we held it the entire time until we were in a bear market. 2021, we had our China collapse. We held it as well until we were in the bear market. Once we lost it, we back tested it, and then we were in a bear market for over a year. And now it looks like in the next day or so, we potentially could close below this 12-month simple moving average, which is a big deal for us, guys. I wanted to see this candle get back up above it. Still got another day or so, but it's looking like we're potentially going to close below it, and it came on heavier volume. So that's definitely something I want you guys to keep an eye on, because when we're taking a look at this, we have to see what is going on right now. We have to take a look at the indicators, and what we see so far right now, our Chaikin money flow, we're at a positive 0.03. We were at a high at one point of about 0.31 or 31. So you can see that the money flow has definitely tailed off here, and that's on the monthly time frame. It's a big time frame for us, guys, as well as potentially, if we get this here, that we could close a MACD cross to the downside here, where our blue line is crossing down through our orange line. This has not happened this entire bull market. We have stayed up above it, and you can also see our histogram starting to tick into the red here. So definitely something we got to keep an eye on, guys, and keep watching. Our relative strength now is at 54. You can see it's moving to the downside. We don't want to cross below that 50 line. And then our lazy bear squeeze here, our histogram has turned a little bit darker green. We're not in that light green like we were before, but we are still triggering and firing there to the upside. But when we're taking a look at this, guys, this is not what we wanted to see here on the monthly time frame. So I would still expect a bounce, and we're going to talk about this as we dig into the lower time frames. I would still anticipate a bounce back up to test some key levels, but we're going to have to see what type of volume this is going to be on. So if we get into the weekly time frame now, and we take a look at this, and a simple way to put this, guys, we're going to talk about this with the 200-day moving average, but how everyone's trying to nail the bottom and, oh, it's in and this and that. All you have to do, guys, is pay attention to this 50-week simple moving average, and this is going to be in red. Until we're trading back up above it again, it's a bear market, and that's just as simple as it is. I mean, when we're looking at this, we're looking at the 12-month simple moving average. We're potentially closing below it. We have lost this 50-week simple moving average, which this entire bull market we have stayed up above it. In previous bull markets, we have stayed up above it in red there. And now what we're going to look for is to see this bounce if we're able to get back up above this 50-week moving average, and that's going to be at $102,000. So that's what the bulls need to reclaim. And until that, keep it easy on yourself and just say, hey, it's not a bull market, or we're not back into a bull market until we get back up above this 50-week simple moving average. If we take a look at our indicators now, we're starting to fire to the downside. We're getting some bearish pressure here. We're triggering to the downside. We have not seen this yellow dot here to the downside, guys, since the bear market, essentially in 2022. It's been that long. And we're going to see here, we have not closed the weekly candle yet, so this could go away, but we're going to keep an eye on this and see if we're going to actually have that trigger to the downside here. The Chaikin money flow, we have now went negative as well, so we're at a negative 0.05 on the weekly time frame. The MACD, what I don't want to see is this yellow or orange line, whatever you want to call it, crossing down below the zero line. This entire bull market, guys, we have been trading up above the zero line on our MACD. We want to continue to stay up above that for both lines. And then our relative strength is going to be at 39.24, which is also weak. We're not up above that 50. So right now, I would say don't try to be a hero. You don't have to nail any bottoms, guys. Make Bitcoin prove it to you. So here on the one-day time frame, let's keep it as simple and as easy as it can. Until Bitcoin's trading back up above its 200-day moving average, it's irrelevant here, guys. What we're trying to do, we're trying to get a bounce here to set a higher low, to then set a higher high, because we're essentially trying to change the trend. That's the main thing that we're looking for, is to change the trend from a downtrend to an uptrend, and that's going to start with setting a higher low, holding, and then trying to push higher for that higher high. And now, if we're taking a look at this here on the daily time frame, we did have a volume climax come in, and you can see this longer wick here. So this is the area that I want to see the bulls defend. Going to be at $80,600. If we lose that area, most likely, guys, we're going to go down and we're going to test some lower areas. But that's the spot that we need to hold right now. If we're taking a look at the indicators, the relative strength is below the 50 line. It's at 40. Our MACD is below the 0 line. You can see right here. Let's see, our lazy bear squeeze as well is in the red, as we have not had any green yet. And our money flow is going to be at a negative 0.03. So when we're looking at the daily time frame, our money flows in the negative. If we take a look at the weekly, our money flows in the negative. And then if we take a look at the monthly, we're getting close here. We're at a positive 0.03. So I'm not saying, guys, that it's over. You know, Bitcoin can do whatever it wants. It's the most highly manipulated market in the world. We could wake up tomorrow and Bitcoin's back at $120,000, and technical analysis wouldn't even matter. But if you're looking at price action, and this is the best info that we have, since I'm not a whale, I'm not an insider, I don't have any insider trading, all I can do is look at the chart. And until Bitcoin's back up above its 200-day simple moving average, or back up above that 50-week simple moving average, or even if we somehow in the next day or so close back up above this 12-month simple moving average at $100,000, until then, we just have to be patient. We have to be patient. We have to see what's going to take place in this market. If we take a look at the technicals right now, and that's one of the mistakes I made, guys, in the past, is I felt like I had to nail every bottom as opposed to waiting for some confirmation, having levels to go off of, to where if I'm wrong, then I'm going to get stopped out and I know the amount of loss that I'm going to deal with. Okay, as opposed to just you see a big dump down, you say, okay, I'm buying now and hope for the bounce, because many times it can just keep going lower on you. And then that's when you get trapped for a while. And I don't want that to happen to anybody. So on the 1 month time frame here, we're at a neutral still. We have a 5 sell, a 10 neutral, and a 7 buy, and this calculating all the oscillators and the moving averages together. If we take a look at the 1 week time frame, we're at a neutral as well. We have a 10 sell, an 8 neutral, and an 8 buy. And then on the 1 day, we're at a sell. So on the big time frames, we're at a neutral, and we're at a sell right now. So none of that's saying that I have to jump in right now and try to position myself in Bitcoin. Now, if you're a longer term holder, guys, I would just continue to hold and be patient. But if you're a person who likes to do more swing trading, then I like to wait for that confirmation. That's what I like to wait for. But, you know, guys, just be calm out there. Don't let your emotions get to you. Anything can happen in this space. But so far, the technicals are looking a little rough right now. And I just want to put that out there for you, just to be safe. Be careful out there. You don't have to nail every bottom. Hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. God bless each and every one of you. Take care.